All right, Chrissy's going to show us how to do a proper plank. So we're stepping out, feet behind, making sure the core is switched on. Your shoulders are right over the top of your wrists. Your head is looking out, so eyes are looking out to just in front of you to get great alignment, and making sure that your body is in full alignment here as well. I'm going to come down to show you. Look at that, straight as a die. It's beautiful. I want you to practice this in front of the mirror because the challenge is only, you can come down, Christy. The challenge, the one that wins, is not just going to be for the longest time, it's also going to be for the best plank for that time, okay? You got this? We got this. Hashtag July's crunch time, people.
The dead bug. Raising your legs at a 45-degree angle, hands behind the head and the head resting into your hands. You're going to push your lower back into the floor and reach up towards the ceiling. You're not crossing over your body with this movement. The arm that you are reaching up with is in the same alignment as the leg that you are leaving down. If you want it harder, drop your legs down closer to the ground, and that will work the core harder. Reverse crunch. Take your feet towards the ceiling, hands on the ground for support, and push your heels towards the sky. This will help you to activate that lower core muscle that we want around the mum tum. So pushing up, if we want to make the move harder, you can drop your legs out and then push up, making sure that you're maintaining contact with your lower back when the legs go down, and lengthen through the neck, keeping the chin towards the ceiling. Plank to down dog. Set up in a proper plank position in good alignment from our day 1 video, and then push your body back towards your legs, keeping them as straight as you can. Making sure that your head is in a good alignment each time when you're looking back, and then look forward for the plank. Pull your core in tight like you have a string attached around your waist, and that string is getting lifted up towards the ceiling. The core is doing all the work in this move. Bicycle crunch. Take your knees up to a 90-degree angle and rest your head in your hands. Twist your body as you crunch up and touch your knee and elbow on the opposite side together. As you twist, make sure that your other elbow maintains contact with the ground on the opposite side that you are crunching. To make the move harder, speed it up, maintaining great posture, and take your legs out lower towards the ground. Spider-Man plank. Coming into full plank position, nice and stable. Lift one leg towards the elbow, pointing the knee towards the back of each elbow, alternating but keeping your core strong. Don't move the body around from side to side, just simply shift the legs. Heel touches. With your lower back pressed into the ground, Cradling your head in your hands with your chin pointed towards the ceiling, you're reaching around to touch your heels on each side of your body. As you reach, you want to crunch into that oblique muscle along the side of the core to help get definition down the sides of your core. Then if you want to make it harder, move your feet out further away from your body and reach further around, crunching more into those oblique muscles. Saw plank. In your perfect plank position, this time on your elbows with hand clasps in front of you, you're going to push forward with your body, driving from the toes, making your shoulders come forward towards your wrists, and then back again. Windscreen wipers. Laying flat on your back with your back pushed into the ground, take your arms out to the side for support and take your knees across your body, making sure that you are controlling the move backwards and forwards through your oblique muscles, the muscles down the side of your core. Stay nice and controlled, and when you get to the bottom of the movement, pull back using the core. To make the move harder, take your legs up towards the ceiling and repeat the same process, making sure that you're only going as far as what your core can help you to bring back. You should also feel a nice stretch in this one too. Side plank. On your side, you can keep one knee down underneath you, lift up through the core and straighten the top leg out. The goal is to feel the core lifting towards the ceiling so that you can work the sides of your core. If you want it harder, take both legs up, stack them either one behind the other or on top of each other. You can either start on the elbow or on the full palm. Slide outs. Engage your core in a kneeling plank position using either proper slider tools, a tea towel, or socks on your hands. Push your arms out in front of you, engaging the core and not allowing the back to drop. Then, if you need to, you can use one arm at a time instead of taking two out. Down dog crunch. In plank position, bring one knee in, round the back, and squeeze the core, and then deliver that leg up behind you while pushing back through your shoulders into the down dog pose. Repeat on the other side. Standing side crunch. Standing on one leg, stabilizing by bending the knee slightly, lift the other leg up towards the elbow. We want contact with elbow and knee, squeezing through the oblique muscles on the side of your core. Side plank crunch. Setting up in a side plank with your shoulder and elbow in alignment. Lift your hips up off the ground and then bring your knee towards your elbow. Make sure you do the other side too. Woodchoppers. With your feet wider than shoulder width apart and toes facing outwards, grasp both hands together and swing them diagonally up over your shoulder. You should be using your core and turning the torso at the top of the movement, and then dropping down into a plie squat at the end. Bear crawls. Coming onto your hands and knees, lift your knees off the ground, engage the core, and move forward and backward in a crawling motion. Do not lift your bottom up into the air away from the ground. Make sure it is level and in alignment with your back, with your eyes looking out just in front of you to make sure your neck is protected. Kayakers. Leaning back onto your sit bones, twist the body from side to side like you have a paddle in your hands and kayaking down the river. To make the movement harder, sit further back and take your feet or heels off the ground and continue to do the same movement, making sure your core is pulled up and on to protect your lower back. Plank up downs. Coming into full plank position, and then drop down onto your elbows and then push your body back up into plank position. Your bottom will be a little bit higher as you go down, and then straight line as you come up. You can do one side and then switch and start on the other arm. Inchworms. In a seated position, take your feet off the ground, hands behind you with fingers facing towards your ankles, and push your body out and in like a little worm moving along the ground. Make sure that your core is pulled up and in to prevent any tension in the lower back. Rainbows. In plank position on your elbows this time, move your hips from side to side, dipping down when you get towards the left and the right side. It's like you're painting a rainbow with your butt. Make sure that your back does not bend down in the middle when you're doing this plank move.
I could be near you from afar, if only you would hear me from afar. And when I am dearly in your arms, you know I am unarmed. No coat for the road, stay there. No ghost of control, lay bare. We could see clearly from afar, if only you were near me. Baby, don't fear me from afar,